I get all of it. I get it. I get it. It's all good. I get it. Well, I get the heat, but you also got to give me a little credit. You compare it to, Schultz and Thiel.
I get it.
I don't have any anger towards them.
I get it.
I burst on the scene. I'm selling out every Brea 5-6 shows.
I get it.
Because think about it, they're grinding. It's a tough grind. And I burst on the scene. I'm selling it out within a year.
I get it, dude.
That stuff never bothered me.
Apparently, Brendan Schaub has just recently watched 8 Mile for the first time because he somehow thinks the I know everything you have to say about me strategy is the missing key to fixing his career. The storage unit has been working full-time, churning out podcasts, trying to keep up with Bapa's beast of a work ethic, and they just keep getting funnier and funnier. But instead of successfully laundering his reputation, both he and Bryan Callen are getting deeper and deeper into the quicksands of becoming full-time lolcows. What the hell? Sorry guys, I have no idea what that was. Let's just hope it doesn't keep happening throughout the video. So it's pretty insane how low they've set the bar. There's entire episodes dedicated to all the people who are rage watching and generally laughing at their failures, which must be like 80% of their audience at this point. There's lame attempts at self-deprecating humor about being outcasted from the Rogan sphere and trying to push their Patreon where they react to memes made about how much they suck.
What else you got, Chin?
This is the last one. This one is...
Oh, dude.
This is the funniest shit ever.
Even the land mooning.
The what?
The land mooning.
The land.
The mooning.
Moon landing.
The landing on the moon. Jesus Christ. All this Diet Coke smoking up my brain.
Moon.
That's the Diet Coke.
Get off. Yeah, dude.
How worse can this get before any of these comedy assassins decide to rescue any shred of self-respect they once had and just pack up and call it a day? Now I'm in there and I ain't even paying rent. Oh shit, this must be some type of virus. I wonder if it's from the Jeff Crabtree's livestream. Anyway, of course this whole campaign is just a desperate attempt at trying to rewrite history, control the narrative, and boost their numbers while building some sympathy, when in fact, Brendan Schaub doesn't really actually get it yet. And I found a comment that really hit the nail on the head. Pretty early on their latest episode, they discussed Bryan Callen's side quest into trying to become Team Joe Rogan when he fired up his solo pod to cash in on the current political turmoil in America. And then Brendan had this to say.
Yeah, Brian forgot we're on a comedy podcast because he's used to, on his podcast, talking to mathematicians and historians.
Yeah,
And
well,
how's that go?
no, not anymore. Not anymore.
My favorite, we were in the car and Nick, who's actually like editing his shit now, was like, hey man, next time you think about having a mathematician, just call him. This is not a conversation anyone else needs to hear.
Dude, we don't need this out for the public, man.
Just give him a call.
Both these guys sat me down. They're like, listen, people don't really want to, like, there are a lot of people who do that really well.
Yeah.
Rogan does it very well. I like talking to them, but nobody wants to hear me. And, there are some people.
There's not.
There's a handful.
There's not.
But for the most part, do the comedy, have young comics
You know what the problem is some, like, that's your interest, was all good, baby.
All good.
But that's your interest.
It's not my brand.
But it's not what you do.
No.
So I think the problem, people, and I've made this mistake, it's like, oh, I'll shoot this. Like, people, dude, just because it's your passion.
That's right.
People aren't into it, man.
That's right.
It's just not your thing.
It's just not.
No.
And here it is. I mean, how less self-aware could you possibly be? This guy was a mid-tier UFC heavyweight and would be a footnote on the sport at best, if not for his Joe Rogan connection. He then parlays that into a podcasting career by standing on the shoulders of Bryan Callen, who was himself piggybacking on the 5'2" giant that is Joe Rogan. Then decides to take on stand-up comedy because why not? Fails miserably despite all the production and advertisement money being burnt while trying to magically make him sound even decent. All while raging against the haters who can't take his success. After the dust settles and the money dries up, it becomes painfully obvious he can't do stand-up, but we then collectively wake up to the fact that this guy can barely make coherent sentences and is the worst MMA analyst ever. Try to wrap your head around this. Brendan once called out Rashad Evans, Eve Edwards, and Karen Bryant for, in his mind, not being well enough knowledgeable to comment on MMA.
Like sometimes you look at UFC tonight and like, all right, is that the best panel possible, or are you just trying to check off the boxes? We get it, UFC tonight, Fox. You're not racist. We get it. You have an all black panel. We get it, man. You know, now I'm going to ask you again: are those the best brains and speakers for the art to the general audience?
I don't gamble much because that's exactly how I live. Come on, is this really going to keep happening? Anyway, you can Google those people's resumes. That statement is beyond laughable, so we'll just leave it at that. Brendan has so much natural CTE that he probably doesn't even remember he once tried to upstart a kid's rapping career only to make him write shitty songs about how people give Brendan standing ovations at his shows and how much money he makes. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, this is actually pretty fire. Yeah. Yeah. I wanna be just like you, Brendan. Thick Boy Studios all day. Yeah. What the hell just happened? Something just took over me. Anyway, he clearly does not understand how most of his good fortune was ill-gotten and how obnoxious he was at that time while being literally the worst at everything he did, so we'll just keep an eye on Operation I Get It and what comes after. I guess that's all for now. Make sure to check out some of my other videos and please leave a like and subscribe to support the basement. Please note that your support is not an investment towards me leaving said basement, as I actually love it here. You've been warned. See you guys on the next one, and as always, thank you for watching. They're not subscribed.